around my pool, my patch of my puncture is not working out the way that I want it to. So I have somewhat of a fix. It's not a permanent thing, but I have somewhat of a fix going on. Enough that I can fill it back up, because I need to get in there and vacuum the stuff out of the bottom. I live in a wooded area, so things like if the wind blows, bits from the trees sometimes will fall into there, like little pieces of a stick or a limb or something will fall in there, or a leaf. So I have to go home and get that situated if it doesn't rain. But anyway, I weighed in this week. I just posted 2 videos because I was kind of falling behind. And Mondays are usually my weigh days. So I have weighed, and I'm going to have what I eat in a day on here. So after you watch what I eat in a day, after I chit chat with you, my weigh-in is going to be at the end. So stay, watch it and stay throughout the thing so you can see what my weigh-in was. I had, a couple of weeks where the schedule was off, things were off, a lot of stuff was happening. And last week at weigh-in, I had gained 1.5 pounds. So I was thinking, what are the things that I had been using prior to that made me successful? And I'm going to say the most important thing for me that keeps me going is, I'm going to call it my community, the community that I have created for myself to support my efforts. And you probably don't even know that you are a part of my community, but some of you do. I mean, some of you, we have interacted and talked and messaged and shared things, and some of you may not even know that you are part of my community. But since I'm in the U.S. and I'm doing this program and there's no Slimming World in the U.S., I don't get to go to a meeting. Now, I know a lot of people may have issues with meetings. You don't like going to the meetings, or the meeting that you go to is not an effective meeting for you. But you do go there and you do get to either hear other people's feedback, or you get to share your feedback and maybe get like encouragement or ideas, or share recipes or products that you're using, all sorts of things that I don't get to do here. So I have to create my own community. I have to create my own image therapy, which I will say that my meeting that I have is Beyond Authentic Health. Rufus and Lisa, every week they have a weigh-in, a meeting. I'm going to call it a meeting. I think we're now called the Losers Club, which I'm a full-fledged member of the Losers Club because I want to be a loser. I do. I want to be a big loser. But I go most every week. I didn't get to go this week because I had something that conflicted with it this week. But I have it. I'm going back to watch it. I've seen part of it, but I haven't finished the whole thing. But I usually go there every week, and they have a segment where you can post your weight loss. They have a talk, a chit chat, a topic, which is good, and then people in there can type and interact, with the chat. Then we talk about weight losses. And we that are watching can post our weight loss, and those that have lost, Lisa and Rufus will have an award if you've reached an award, or if you want to get the clap, they're more than willing to give you the clap. So that's my weekly meeting. But I also have more people that I watch their videos and, you know, to get ideas, to get inspiration. So maybe I gained 1.5 last week, which I was disappointed with, but I wasn't surprised, if that makes a difference. So I watched these other YouTubers that have Slimming World channels, and they may have lost really well that week, and they'll share what they ate that week, and then you're like, okay, so those are some ideas. Or there might be someone like me who's gained that week. Then we can, I don't know, sympathize with each other and share ideas. So community is very important, even if you're not an in-meeting person like I am, or some people may not excuse me, some people may not like a meeting. If you don't like going into a meeting, maybe it's too people-y. Maybe you don't want a whole lot of people. Maybe sitting there quietly as they go around and talk about, maybe that's not for you. Well, you can create your own community. When you go onto YouTube and you're watching these videos, comment on there. I mean, that's a way to interact. And at least for me in my videos, I definitely read the comments and try not to miss a comment, and I respond to comments. And other YouTubers also want that. They want you to like their videos. If you watch us on a regular basis, hit the like button. We really appreciate that. Make comments. You know, if you think it's a good one, say, you know, good job. If you have a question like, hey, how did you do this? Or where did you get that? Or how did you figure this out? Ask the question. We love that. But I'm going to try to remember off the top of my head, and I'm probably going to forget some people. So if I forget you, I will go back. I'm going to list the people that I follow. I'm going to list them down in the comments. So if you're watching this video and you want to see the other videos that are part of my community, then look down in the comments. I will have them listed and linked so you can click over to their channels and watch their videos too. So the first one, as I mentioned, that I go to as far as my meeting is Beyond Authentic Health. That is Lisa and Rufus. I also watch Back to Basics. That is Cath and Laura. So they do that. Plus they have an allotment. So I really like to watch them work in their allotment because they're growing their own vegetables and eating them. So they are growing their own speed foods. Plus they do recipes. They'll try a recipe. You get to choose a recipe. Lisa and Rufus also do a choosy, where you choose a recipe, which I like. I love to see recipes and get a review of the recipe. Luke John, I watch Luke John. He's interesting. He goes different places and travels and showing what he has lost so much weight. I cannot remember like what his total is, but if you flip over to his channel, Luke John, you can see his total weight loss. It's a lot, and he's doing really well. A new one, Byron the Vegan Loser. I love me some Byron. I don't know, I like his videos, and he is really he's hitting the mark on what he's doing. He's 4 weeks in. He's got his Stone Award. He was Slimmer of the Week. He was Slimmer of the Month. He's got it going. He knows what he's doing over there. So if you want to be successful, follow Byron the Vegan Loser. Now, I'm not vegan as a whole, but I don't mind eating a vegan meal. And so I'm very interested to see what he posts, because if there's something vegan that he is preparing and it looks good, I'm going to try it. So I'm very open to that. The Fat Lass Story, Leanne, she posts very regular, and look, she's very authentic. I love watching Leanne. She just tells it like it is. Some days are great, some days are not great. And she's going to tell you some days are great and some days are not great. And she's going to tell you how she feels in the moment. And hers is very much like real life. It's real life. None of us have a perfect day every day. And, you know, it's not always a bad day either. But it's showing you that, hey, you are on this journey, and it's good and it's bad, but you know, I'm going to continue losing weight, which is what Leanne shows on her channel. She, I think, just today, the video that I watched, she has reached her 10 stone award. 10 stones. That's a whole person. That is a whole person. So she's doing amazing. She thinks she's not sometimes. She lets her intrusive thoughts in. And I just want you to know, you are worthy of every good thing that you have achieved. And she will say things like, I'm still fat. Look, we're all on a journey. And you've lost 10 stone. That's incredible. I want to say that I've lost 10 stone or whatever it is that I need to lose. I don't really know because I haven't really set a goal. Leanne was talking about that today, about setting the goal, and she doesn't have one, and I don't really have one. I do obviously want to be healthier, and I do have a size in my mind that I would like to get to, but I haven't set a number. But anyway, watch Leanne's Jane Day. Jane Day. I love watching Jane. She'll tell you exactly what it is. You never have to question what her thoughts are. She's going to tell you what she's thinking. She gives, you know, some advice, some thoughts, some insight. So definitely watch Jane Day. I like watching her. Shell at Bean Feast 57, I think is what hers is. Love watching her. She's also a vegan, and she'll show you like products and things that she's tried, and you know, let you know if she thought they were good or not. She's very supportive of other Slimming World channels too, so I love watching me some Shell. We got Emma SW. Is it Emma SW 1975? I'm gonna mark it down there. But Emma posts every day what she eats. I think it's WIAT. I think that's what I ate today. I love watching hers. Again, if you're getting like, you know, doing the same thing over and over and over, watch someone like her, and you can see, maybe get some ideas about what you can try, because she shows every day. She's doing really well. Let's see, Gemma. I think hers is called Gemma's Life. She, I think, had been on Slimming World and had moved away from it, but recently has come back to it. And she posts every day. So that's another great one to get some ideas. And she talks about, you know, I had to go here today and do this today, but this is what I did, and this is how I made that work. She was sick within the last couple of weeks, and so that threw her off on trying to, you know, stay on plan. But that's all of us. We all have things that happen. So watch Gemma. Claire, I'm probably going to butcher her name. Claire Ababreze. She posts almost every day, I think, if not every day, possibly multiple times a day, but she will post some delicious looking food. Sometimes she will do some food prep. So hers is excellent. So watch hers if you want to see some recipe prep. Who else am I missing? Because I don't want to miss anybody. I should have written this down. Who else am I missing? That might be it. I don't know. I'm going to try to look. I have two phones. I have the one I'm recording on. Then I have this one. The phone here, that's my main phone. This one I use for filming. But if I've missed anybody, just look at my list. But that is my community, and they are supportive. You know, they have been supportive of me, giving me feedback, you know, participating, even, you know, sharing things with me, things that I can't get here. Being able to get the cookbooks, that's important for me because, like I said, I don't have access to all the products that you all have, which may be a good thing, because if I had access to everything, I might be eating hi-fi bars or this skinny something bars, whatever, things that I might desire, but they're probably not the most nutritionally beneficial for me. So I am doing a lot of cooking. I can get a handful of products here, but not a lot of products. So I am depending on cookbooks. So I've got Slimming World cookbooks, I've got Pinch of Nom cookbooks, and it's forcing me, but I'm enjoying it. It's forcing me to cook, which is good, because then you know exactly what you're eating. It's not processed. It's not, if you're eating processed foods, and this happens quite a bit on Slimming World, and then they change the recipe or something like that, it can change the sins on things. So if you're cooking your own stuff, if you're putting in free foods, if you're putting in speed foods, if you're putting in sin foods, and you're able to, control what you're eating better than if you're eating the processed foods. I remember way back, and if you guys have been on Slimming World for a while, you probably remember this. Back in the day, these sausages came out. They were called Porky Lights. Everybody loved them. They were delicious. I'm not going to lie. I really liked the Porky Lights. But then they did some sort of like independent testing, maybe, of them, and what they were advertising and what the content of the Porky Lights came back as was not consistent. Maybe it was that they tested several different ones, and what they were advertising on the package did not match what the content of the actual sausages were. So they called it, was it called Porkygate? I don't know what they called it, but it was, so I don't know if the recipe had changed, and so the nutrition had actually changed, or what. But see, that's an example of something that was that was processed, pre-made and processed, and then what we thought it was, because I think they might have been like maybe 1.5 sins or something like that, and then when they actually did the testing, they turned out to be way higher, like 5 or 6 sins, something significant. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you can make your own foods and you know what's in the foods that you are making, sometimes that's better. But we do have to have convenience, because not everything always goes to plan. But anyway, that's all I'm going to go talk about today. Again, I did weigh, so go to the end, which we are at now, so you can see what my weigh-in is, and I'm going to share my meals for the day, and then you can see what I ate. I'm going to try to be more consistent. June has been super ridiculously busy, ups and downs. I'm going to say it's like I'm on a roller coaster the last month and a half. Good things and then bad things. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I found out my best coworker that I've ever had in my whole entire life, Mr. Poe, he was someone I respected greatly. He was straight up, whatever he tells you, he's going to be honest. He's not going to, fluff you up and make, be all sugary. And he is straight up. If you want to know the answer to something, you ask him, he'll tell you. If he tells you he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He was a bus driver, and I was the bus aide at the time. And he's the one that encouraged me to become a bus driver, which I'm grateful for, because if it wasn't for him, I don't even know if I would have done it. I don't even know if I would have thought about it. But anyway, unfortunately, he passed away, and really, I'm just brokenhearted. He was like a father figure, a mentor, a friend. So, you know, what do you want to do when you're emotional? You want to go home and eat a whole cake and a whole tub of ice cream and, you know, all the bad stuff. But I didn't. I did not do that. And I think that's because, you know, I am focused. So instead of going home and doing all that, I went home and watched and caught up to a lot of the Slimming World videos yesterday. I've still got to comment on some of them. But, you know, it's like, again, that's why I'm thankful for my community, because if I was on my own doing this, I probably would have, you know, would have done all those things. I would have eaten all that stuff and said, you know, forget it. But I have a community that directly and indirectly support me, and also me doing these videos is making me accountable for what I'm eating and stuff. So I appreciate it. I think what I am doing is working for me. My weight loss is slower probably than some, but as long as I'm going in the same, you know, in this direction and not going back in this direction, then I'm doing well. I mean, I'm further along than I've been in a long time. So it's obviously working for me. And I'm going to keep doing it in the good and the bad times. I'm going to stay, you know, it's the only thing I've ever done that's made me be successful and consistent. So that's why I like, sorry, that was not me, that was my chair, but I gotta get out of here and go walk my friend's dogs. But I will check back in with you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And leave me some comments. I really, you know, what do you want to see from me? What would be something interesting to you? Is what I'm doing interesting? Do you like recipe preps? Do you like the grocery hauls? Do you like the chit chats? You know, what do you want to see? Just let me know. If you have some idea of something new, let me know. Oh, and I'll also post on here, I have clothes in my closet that I could not wear, and I was able to put them on and wear some of them recently. I found a pair of jeans. I'm like, where did these come from? I don't remember these. And then I did remember when I got them, and they were tight. They didn't fit. I could not wear them. But the other day I did put them on and I did wear them. So let me know. You know, I'm going to post some of those on there so you can see, like, I don't know. I was proud that I was able to put certain things on. And I know that might be like, you know, we're over here suffering with some health issues and you're worried about what you look like in a dress or something. But I don't know. That's important to me. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about myself when I can wear things that I couldn't wear before. I mean, it's a non-scale victory, I guess you would say. But anyway, I will chat with you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm having a cloudy Thursday, but here we are. I will see you next time I post a video. Who knows when that will be? It might be a surprise. Anyway, I love you guys, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Bye.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So this is my breakfast. I'm having a slow morning today. So I took my time getting out of bed and doing everything, but I do have to get myself together. I got to go walk my friend's dogs. So for breakfast, I'm having watermelon. Then I've got my Fage Greek yogurt. I've got the lemon curd, blueberries, and a little bit of granola. And then I've got my tea here, and that's my breakfast. I will catch you guys later when I do my lunch. So it is lunchtime and I'm having my leftover beef and sweet potato stew and a little bit of Uncle Ben's rice. So that is my lunch today, leftovers. I'll see you back at dinner time. Okay, so dinner tonight is a chicken leg quarter from the grill, some leftover rice, mixed vegetables that has carrots and courgettes and potatoes in it, and one leftover potato from a meal that I had yesterday. So that is my supper for tonight. So I thought I was finished with my meals for the day, but I do have one more. It's not really a meal. It's my evening snack. It's a piece of Claire, quit barking. It's a piece of pound cake, and I put a little bit of lemon curd on top, and then I've got some melon right there. It's called Athena melon. It's really, I just call it a cantaloupe. I don't know if an Athena melon is different than a cantaloupe, but that's what I have, and that's my evening snack. So this is my weigh-in. I'm excited to say that when I weighed, I was 17.8, so really 17.8. So I got back down the 1.5 I gained last week. Hi from Kimberly's pool. I think I am finally on the... Sorry, my hair looks terrible because it's gotten wet. I think I'm finally on the homeward stretch of having my pool done. So here it is. There's my lawnmower. I gotta cut grass. Here's my pool. Right there, I'm putting water in. It's probably as high as it's supposed to be, but I like mine to be higher. There's my outside deck. I got my hot tub under there. There's my house. There's my new puppy, George. And this is my pool. Finally. So now I can get in here and swim and lounge and enjoy being home for the summer. And get some body magic in, because I do. But that's why I like the size of my pool, because I can swim. There's plenty of room for me to swim and do things. So I just wanted to update you and add this on to my weigh-in vlog. Hello, George. Let's see. Hey, George. Hello, George. You're not used to being outside, are you, buddy? He's awfully big for a 5.5-month-old dog, but here he is. Anyway, just thought I would check in, let you see what I'm up to, because I keep talking about it, and I'm finally there where I can make it happen. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. I will check in with you later. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.